Hey Goodfellas, I'm really happy to present you the latest release of Otto Hutt. Finally it's here, finally we can admire it together, discover it together, the design08. The Design08, designed by Mark Brown, just like the Design C, in a fantastic Bauhaus design. I'm really proud about this release because I think that this fountain pen, numbered fountain pen, is already a classic. It's gonna become a classic and it's gonna become a must-have next to a Pelikan M1000, to a Montblanc 149, to a Namiki Black Urushi, or a Sailor 149. This is definitely one of those pieces you need to have in your collection. Well, let's discover it together. If I take the piece, I can see that it has quite a nice weight. It's a big pen, it's not too bulky, but it has a good length and the weight is good. You feel like you have something in hand. Now, the first thing that you see when you actually look at this fountain pen is the fact that it has two types of guilloche. One, it's horizontal, and on the cap you have these vertical lines, and on the piston also again vertical lines. So very tasteful, very edgy, and just very linear also. You can really see this hand, the drawing of Mark Brown on this beautiful edition. Now this is a numbered edition, as I told you. It's not gonna be a limited edition. You have this engraving with Germany written on it, and then you have the numbering 08 and then the actual number of this edition. Now, what I really like about it is also this very clean clip that is flexible. These two concave details on the top and the bottom are really impressive. You have the Otto Hutt logo, which is laser engraved on the top of the clip. And now, what's really awesome about the pen is, again, the contrast it gets once you uncap it. Now, we have to discover this piston filling mechanism, okay? But before we talk about the piston filling mechanism, let's finish talking about the rest of the pen, and then we're gonna action the piston filling with the ink. Beautiful stainless steel grip with this very nice decoration on the grip, so actually holding it is very pleasant. And what is a little detail that we need to see and that we need to say is the fact of the thread. So the closing thread, every time you close it, doesn't matter where, you close it down, and when you arrive at the end of the closing system, you have Germany and the number on one side, and you always have the clip on the other side. And these are the little engineering details that really show how much attention to the detail and to craftsmanship Otto Hutt puts into the creation of the Design08. Now let's open it up again. Let's retry it. Now I'm just going to close it here. Again, Germany and the number on one side, the clip on the opposite side. So really an awesome feature. The body and the cap are made out of solid brass, then ruthenium coated to give it this very nice gray industrial look. But it's interesting that with the black of the grip and the gray of the barrel and the cap, you have also a very warm color. So Otto Hutt decided with Mark Brown to go for a single tone yellow gold nib, which gives it that extra touch, you know. Just when you look at it, you see that it's very warm, and it also looks very fancy in some way. And I think that's a bit what Bauhaus is about. Clear lines, straight lines, but then that specific touch that actually makes the difference when you look at a Bauhaus architecture or Bauhaus design. Now, what I would say is we should discover now the piston filling mechanism. What's interesting about it is the fact that they actually have worked on the system of the piston filling mechanism. Now, the cool thing is you can actually cap this fountain pen. So if you're someone that likes to cap fountain pens, I told you I like to do since a few months now, I like to cap it and to write with it. And the good thing is it has this securing system. So, did you hear that? How nice. And it's secured. The piston didn't move. To unscrew the piston, what you do is this. First, then you go out, and then you start unscrewing. And then you arrive at the neutral position, and after the neutral position, you have the position where you can actually fill up the fountain pen. Then that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, this is, it shows that it's on the top. Now I'm going down, and when it arrives down, when the piston filling mechanism arrives all down, ready to be filled, it stops. So don't force this. You go back into filling up the fountain pen. And now you hear this beautiful sound. And it's closed. Great manufacturing. I'm impressed by how much attention to detail Otto Hutt has put into the creation of the Design08, and definitely holding this piece is a little jewel. Matches also my MIH very well. It's also very Bauhaus design, very clear lines. Now you know what? I'm gonna cap it, and we're gonna write with it. You can see, you can feel it, you can hear it. It's very smooth. It's juicy, not too much. This is now a medium nib. Absolutely cool to write with it. I mean, this is surely gonna become one of my everyday pens. I'm ready to purchase mine. And I have to say, compliments to Otto Hutt for creating such a masterpiece. Compliment to Mark Brown also for putting all his creative efforts into it. Now, the Design08 was presented and revealed yesterday. I had the honor to host the presentation together with Mark Brown and with the owner of Otto Hutt, Marco Frey. As much as I know, this beautiful new edition is going to be available in around 2 weeks. It's distributed in the USA, in all of Europe. We're going to carry it in our store. Therefore, if you're interested in it, you can pre-order it now directly at Otto Hutt or at any retailer of your preference that is an authorized Otto Hutt retailer. And it's going to run for 1,150 euro and about 1,350 Swiss francs, about 1,500 US dollar. This is going to be a bit the price range, so you know about this too. As an expert, I would say it's totally a legit price range for what you're getting as an item and as a conceptual idea and design behind the item. And guys, if you're still watching, then I gotta ask you please to subscribe to this channel. This is a big support for me. This helps me out really, really much. If you want to stay tuned and to know more about fine writing instruments and a lot of beautiful items related to this world, make also sure to like and to comment this video and to let me know what you think about the Design08. And I can't wait to come up next week with another and a new video. See you soon, Goodfellas.